Hey guys, how's it going? I'm going to try to keep this video pretty short, but I do have some things to show you guys. So first up, I have another custom finished. This is, again, something I hadn't done before, and it turned out great. So this is the package right here. It is another one of my Tantos. So just to show you first, just again, pancake style Kydex sheath. I have a small Tek Lok on it now, which I can include if you want, but it'll just cost a little bit more. But again, it's drilled to take a large or a small Tek Lok. Yeah, so the knife itself, good retention on the sheath and everything, so it doesn't move, it's great retention. So this is how I'm going to ship my blades from now on, just because where I leave the belt satin finish, I hate it when it gets scratched, and even one little hair line, not even a scratch, but a little mark. I don't like shipping blades out like that, so it's just masking tape on both sides. So I'll talk about this the knife first. It's OD green G10 scales with black G10 liners. So they started out as 3/16, and the liners I think are .04. So it's definitely a slimmer blade than what I usually make. Something unique about this one is that I left a bit of an exposed tang at the bottom there. You can see only about, I wouldn't even say 1/8 of an inch, maybe like 3/32 of an inch exposed there, just for that secondary. If you ever had to use that as a pommel, you don't have to worry about busting the G10 all up. You got that exposed tang there, and where it's 3/16, it actually gives you a nice surface. And yeah, so you can see the groove pattern in the light there. It's basically a series of extended grooves and alternating with small grooves, and then obviously where it meets the ricasso and where it meets the exposed tang, I just threw some more in there. So the pins are all ground to just integrate perfectly with all the grooves in the handle scale. And yeah, like always, maker's mark is up there on the spine right here. So that's the blade, guys. It's nice and rounded and contoured, although it's more abrupt edges than when I do micarta. I did hand sand this and get rid of all the sharp edges, so it's still very comfortable in the hand. So yeah, when you get it, all you have to do is just basically peel the tape off, and there might be a little bit of residue from the tape, and it comes right off though. So that's the blade, guys. It's the Tanto design, sort of the modified Tanto. Nice, really high flat grind with the secondary bevel. And yeah, I'm just really excited about this one, guys. It came out beautifully. I've been working on it for a while, so finally had some time today to finish it up, and so it's ready to go. It's ready to ship. Probably put it up on the forums tomorrow, but if you're interested, I'm going to go $165 for the blade and the small Tek Lok, $155 if you don't want the Tek Lok. So just the time involved with the handle scales are a little more complex with the milling, obviously getting them perfectly. And the exposed tang you got to be careful with. So a lot of time went into this blade. I started it when I started the last Tanto, and I finally just got this one finished today. So yeah, 3/16 01 like I usually use. Nice high flat grind, full tang obviously with the exposed tang, stainless pins and lanyard hole. And yeah, once again, it's OD green scales with the black G10 liners. It's nice and light too. That's the benefit of using a G10, especially the thinner G10 for scales. It's a very, very light knife. So yeah, that's the package, guys. Thought I'd show you that first. Next up, I guess I'll bring this in. I've started another batch of EDC blades. I've had a lot of emails and requests for them, so I got these 5. This one's already heat treated. I'm just waiting to finish it up. But these 5 I started. You can see I've drilled most of my EDCs up till now. I've only had these holes drilled in them, so I drilled a lot more, so it's going to be a lot lighter overall. And another thing that I'm doing is anything an 1/8 inch thick or less, I'm going to start heat treating before I grind the bevels on. There's a lot of other makers don't like doing that. They're afraid they're going to ruin the heat treat or something like that. But it's actually very common, and most makers would heat treat thin stock like this before grinding anything, just to avoid warping the blade. And if you're careful when you're grinding the bevels, just keep the blade cool. There's nothing to worry about. It's just, if you're impatient and you're trying to grind and you forget to dunk it in water and cool it down. That's when you can get into ruining the heat treat. But if you're careful and smart about it, there's no need to be concerned. So yeah, and I still have, basically this came as 1 bar of steel, so I'm gonna design. You can see the way they go. This one has a little bit of this one's a little bit longer than 6 inches, so I'm gonna try something different, I think. And I've never done a Wharncliffe style blade before, so I'm thinking with this one I might try something something in the Wharncliffe style. It's not working too good. Basically, you know, sheep's foot, Wharncliffe, whatever you want to call it. Maybe even keep the same handle that I'm using on these blades, but kind of modify it into a sheep's foot or a Wharncliffe style blade, just like utility knife style. I've never done one before, so I'd like to try it out maybe and just see what happens, but it looks something like that. So I might get that one done today as well. So yeah guys, that's kind of the update. I have another bar of the 1/8 inch thick 01 for EDCs, and just Thursday maybe, I ordered 2 more bars of 3/16, which is enough to do 8 of the blades this size. So that's kind of the update, guys. Like I said, 165 for the blade as it's set up right now with the Tek Lok and the hardware and everything, and 155 if you don't want a Tek Lok, I can take that off. But yeah, just really happy about this one. Again, really light. I wish I had my little scale out here. I don't, but maybe I'll annotate the video with the total weight with the knife and the total weight in the sheath, because it's got a nice balance point. It feels nice and light in the hand, and yeah, everything's nicely sanded, so really good texture, really good grip on this blade. Again, the same handle shape with the dip here and then the contouring on the inside. Just feels really natural in the hand. So that's the blade, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll stay tuned for next time.